All right, welcome into Jammin' Sports, everybody. I had a bit of technical difficulties there, but I am on a couple minutes late. But it's all right. We're ready to go for the American League Wildcard game number 3 between the Kansas City Royals and the Seattle Mariners. The series is tied at 1 game apiece. It's a best of 3. The winner of this series will go on to play the Boston Red Sox in the American League Division Series. So let's head out to Seattle for game 3 right now here at Jammin' Sports. There's your lineups. Let's do it. Jammin' Sports presents Game 3 of the American League Wildcard Series live from T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington. The Kansas City Royals and the Seattle Mariners. The series is tied at 1 game apiece. The winner tonight will advance to take on the Red Sox. Randy Johnson on the mound for the Mariners tonight. And Donaldson on the mound for the Royals. Game 3 up next here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the first. Randy Johnson on the hill for Seattle. Here in Game 3. The Royals took Game 1. The Mariners took Game 2. This will be the deciding Game 3 tonight. Leading off, Johnny Damon for the Kansas City Royals. Here in the top of the first, the center fielder. He'll be taking on Randy Johnson, the lefty. Here's the pitch. Down low, ball 1, count goes to 1-0. Just underway, live from Seattle. Here at Jammin' Sports this evening. Great to have you along. 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. If you're going to have anybody on the mound for Game 3, you want Randy Johnson there. He tried to bunt, missed, it's a strike. Count goes to 1-2 to Johnny Damon. And now the 1-2 pitch. Hit sharply out to left field. Raul Ibanez makes the play for the Mariners, 1 down. There's the starting lineup for the Royals. Next up, the first baseman, Buck O'Neil. Game 3 here in Seattle. And now Buck O'Neil will come up, the first baseman. The pitch. Outside, ball 1, count goes to 1-0.
1-0.
One out, bases empty for the Royals here in the top of the first. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0.
2-0.
And now the 2-0 pitch. Inside, ball 3. Count goes to 3-0 to Buck O'Neil. The 3-0 pitch by Johnson. In there for a strike, 3-1. And now the 3-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 3-2, full count to Buck O'Neil. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. 1 out, bases empty for Kansas City here in the top of the first. And now the 3-2 pitch. Rips it to the first baseman, Alvin Davis, who touches the bag himself. 1 out, or 2 down. Next up, George Brett, the third baseman for the Royals. 2 outs, bases empty. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch. Pops it up. The catcher, Dan Wilson, goes back and makes the play. At the end of a half inning, no score here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here in Game 3. Series tied 1 game apiece. John Donaldson on the mound for the Royals. Ichiro Suzuki, the right fielder, will lead things off for the Mariners here at the bottom of the first inning. First pitch by Donaldson. In there for a strike, 0-1. The deciding Game 3 here tonight. And now the 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ichiro. 1-1 pitch. He went around. Strike 2, 1-2. Live from T-Mobile Park in Seattle. And now the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be a base hit. A leadoff single here in the bottom of the first for the Mariners. Ichiro is on with a base hit right up the middle. Next up, the second baseman, Brett Boone, will come up for Seattle. Here in the bottom of the first. Ichiro at first base, nobody out. Boone at the plate. There goes Ichiro down to second. He is safe. And now the Mariners with a runner in scoring position at second base. Nobody out. The count's 1-0 to Boone. The pitch was a ball. And now the 1-0 pitch. He went around. 1 ball, 1 strike to Boone. Nobody out. Ichiro at second. And now the 1-1 pitch. He went around. Strike 2. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Struck him out. Looking for out number 1. One out now for the Mariners here in the bottom of the first. Ichiro at second. Edgar Martinez, the DH, up next for Seattle. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on second base. 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2. Edgar Martinez, the DH, with 1 out. Ichiro at second. 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for Seattle here in the top or bottom of the first inning. And now Raul Ibanez up next. He's the left fielder. 2 outs, Ichiro at second. Up high, 1-0. A base hit would score Ichiro, but there's 2 outs. Ibanez at the plate. Counts up 1-0. The pitch, down low, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. Hit high in the air, out to center field. Johnny Damon going back and makes the final out. At the end of 1 complete, no score here at Jammin' Sports in Game 3. Salvador Perez will lead things off for the Royals here in the top of the second inning. He's the catcher. The deciding Game 3. Series tied 1 game apiece. Randy Johnson on the hill for Seattle. The pitch by Johnson. Up high, 1-0. Sager, Rodriguez, Boone, and Davis. The infield for Seattle. And now the 1-0 pitch. Rips it foul down the line. Out of play. Count goes to 1-1 to Perez. One pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Inside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. And now the 2-2 pitch by Johnson. Up high, 3-2. Full count to Salvador Perez. Three-2 pitch. Rips it foul. Count remains at 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Up high. He walked him. A leadoff walk for the Royals here in the top of the second. Mike Sweeney, the DH, up next for Kansas City. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now the 0-1 pitch by Randy Johnson. And that's a shot to Davis. He'll get the double play. 2 down. 3-6-3 double play. Alvin Davis, the first baseman, instigates the double play. Two down for the Royals here in the top of the second. And now Bo Jackson, the center or the left fielder, up next. Inside, 1-0.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Jackson is the left fielder tonight. Counts at 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Pops it up into center field. Griffey going back and makes the play. And at the end of 1.5, no score here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the second. First baseman Alvin Davis will lead things off for Seattle. I need to correct myself. The center fielder tonight for the Mariners is not Griffey. It's Teoscar Hernandez. Alvin Davis leads things off. Fouls it off down the third base line, 0-1. We're in the bottom of the second, no score here in Game 3. The deciding Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. 0-1 pitch. Down the line. Hooking foul. Count goes to 0-2 to Davis. He had a 2-run shot last night in the Mariners win. 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. Yes, Randy Johnson is starting for Seattle. Corey's back in the house. Good to see you, Corey. Inside, 2-2. Yep, Johnson's on the hill for Seattle. 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a bloop single in the right field. And Davis is on. A leadoff single in the second for Seattle. Next up, A-Rod. Alex Rodriguez. That's right, you're back to see your Mariners win the series. Advance and take on the Red Sox with nasty lefty on the hill. That's right. So A-Rod at the plate. Nobody out, runner on first base. The pitch. Rips it foul down the line. Count goes to 0-1. We played 3 football games earlier today. We'll go over those in a second. Yeah, really. 0-1 pitch. Rips it foul down the third base line. We'll go over the football final scores in just a second. The 3 games today. 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. The Giants over the Patriots, 27-16. Philadelphia over Buffalo, 31-23. And Washington upset Dallas, 21-18. All those games are in the video section. Also posted on YouTube. The count's 1-2 to Alex Rodriguez. 1-2 pitch. A-Rod fouls it off. Remains 1-2. All right, Corey. We'll be here. And now the 1-2 pitch. Inside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first base. A-Rod at the plate. Two pitch. There goes the runner. Down to second, and he's safe. Alvin Davis steals second base. And we have a full count to A-Rod at 3-2. And now the Mariners have a runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. 3-2 pitch to A-Rod. It's a walk. The Mariners have runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. And now Teoscar Hernandez, the center fielder, comes up in there for a strike 0-1. Griffey is out tonight with a pulled hamstring, so Hernandez has taken his place. Griffey got injured last night, late in the game. Here's the 0-1 pitch, up high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hernandez. Nobody out, runners at first and second for the Mariners. Here in the bottom of the second inning, we're scoreless. Davis taking the lead at second base. The 1-1 pitch. Did he go around? No, 2-1. Teoscar Hernandez. And now the 2-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners at first and second. A base hit would score a run. 2-2 pitch. Inside, 3-2, full count to Hernandez. And now the 3-2 pitch by Donaldson. Struck him out for out number 1. Hernandez goes down swinging. 1 down for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Dan Wilson, the catcher, up next. Down low, 1-0. 1 out, runners at first and second. Mariners trying to capitalize. Wilson at the plate with a 1-0 count. The pitch by Donaldson. In there for a strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2.
And now the 1-2 pitch. Hit high in the air, but foul. Count remains at 1-2 to Wilson. Donaldson looks in. 1-2 pitch. Inside. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The 2-2 pitch. High in the air, out to center field. Damon going back and makes the play for out number 2. 2 down for Seattle. Here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And now Kyle Sager comes up next. The 3rd baseman. 2 outs, runners at first and second. The pitch by Donaldson. In there for a strike, 0-1.
0-1.
And now the 0-1 pitch. Rips it. It's a base hit. Here comes Davis coming home, and they get him out. And that'll end the inning. The Mariners come up empty as Davis is tagged out at home. Nice throw by Jermaine Dye from right field here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 3rd. Jermaine Dye, who just made that spectacular throw, the right fielder up first, facing Randy Johnson. Here in the top of the 3rd, the count's 1-0. First pitch, a ball. Game 3, the deciding Game 3 here at Jammin' Sports. And now the 1-2 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch by Johnson. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 to Jermaine Dye. The pitcher everybody's been waiting for, Randy Johnson. 1-2 pitch, outside, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. I think he only has like 2, maybe 3, I don't know. I can't remember. Not many so far. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. We'll find out right here. That might have been, well, they're not showing it. 1 out, bases empty, Frank White. Count goes to 1-0. Donaldson is the starter for Kansas City. That may have been Johnson's first strikeout. 1 out, bases empty. In there for a strike, 1-1. T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Game 3 of the American League Wildcard is where we are. And now the 1-1 pitch by Johnson. Fouls that one off, 1-2. So far, Johnson's been grounding out everybody. Oh, yeah. He was something else. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. For out number 2. Yep, only his second strikeout tonight. He's been grounding everybody out so far. 2 down, bases empty. And now Jackie Robinson, the shortstop, in there for a strike. 0-1. 2 down, bases empty. 2 strikeouts in a row now for Johnson. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. The 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2. Trying to strike out the side. The 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. 3 strikeouts in a row to end the inning. No score here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning here in Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. We're scoreless. Ichiro comes up. John Donaldson on the mound for the Royals. The first pitch is a strike to Ichiro. 0-1. We're in the bottom of the 3rd, no score here in Game 3. The winner will take on the Red Sox in the division series. 0-1 pitch, up high, 1-1. The other division series is the A's and the White Sox in the American League. 1-1 pitch. Ichiro fouls it off. In the National League, it'll be the Phillies and the Cubs and the Giants and the Braves. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2, full count to Ichiro. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 1. Ichiro not happy about that. 4 strikeouts for Donaldson now. And now the second baseman, Brett Boone, up next. 1 out, bases empty. A ground ball to Brett at 3rd. He'll throw to 1st for the out. 2 down for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And now the DH, Edgar Martinez, will come up. 2 outs, bases empty. Martinez at the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The pitch. It's a ball, 1-0. No score here in the bottom of the 3rd. Pops that one up. Perez goes back and makes the play for the final out. After 3 complete, no score here at Jammin' Sports. Go to the top of the 4th. Johnny Damon will lead things off for the Royals, the center fielder, facing Randy Johnson. We're in the top of the 4th inning, no score. Johnson with 3 strikeouts. Outside, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. It's a ground ball, but foul down the first base line by Damon. Count goes to 1-2. The American League Wildcard deciding Game 3. 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Up high, 3-2. Full count to Damon. 3-2 pitch. Down low. It's a leadoff walk for the Royals. Damon's aboard. Johnson's been struggling. He And now the first baseman, Buck O'Neill, will come up next. Nobody out, runner on first base for Kansas City. O'Neill at the plate. They throw to first. They got him between first and second. And he's out. They get Johnny Damon out at second base. One down. Base is empty now. Buck O'Neill with still no pitch yet to him. And now there's the first pitch, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is empty here in the top of the 4th inning. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. A ground ball to the shortstop, Rodriguez, to first for the out. 2 down. Buck O'Neill grounds out the short. 2 outs, base is empty for the Royals here in the top of the 4th. And third baseman George Brett will come up next. The pitch by Johnson. Inside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike. 2-1 to Brett. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. The 2-1 pitch. And it's a ground ball to A-Rod. He'll throw to first for the out. At the end of 3.5, still no score. Here in Game 3, here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Scoreless here in Game 3, the American League Wildcard. Left fielder Raul Ibanez will come up first for the Mariners. John Donaldson on the mound. Down low, 1-0. Somebody's going to score here soon. In there for a strike, 1-1. It's a pitcher's duel at the moment. The 1-1 pitch. Hit high in the air. Bo Jackson in the left field makes the play for out number 1. Ibanez flies out to left. 1 down. Here in the bottom of the 4th, first baseman Alvin Davis up next. The pitch up high, 1-0 to Davis. 1 out, base is empty here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, base is empty. The pitch by Donaldson. Fouls it off. Count goes to 2-2 to Alvin Davis, the first baseman. And now the 2-2 pitch. It's a ground ball to the second baseman, Frank White. Throws to first, in time. 2 down for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Frank White making the play for Kansas City. Alex Rodriguez, the shortstop, up next. 2 outs, base is empty. The pitch to A-Rod, in there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Popped up to Jermaine Dye, and he makes the play. At the end of 4, we're still scoreless here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 5th inning here in Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. The deciding Game 3. Randy Johnson on the hill for Seattle. Leading things off here in the top of the 5th for Kansas City will be Salvador Perez, the catcher. The pitch by Johnson. Outside, 1-0. Pitch. Up high, 2-0. The winner of this game wins the series and will move on to play the Red Sox. 2-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. And now the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-2. The only wild card series that went 3 games is this one. The others were sweeps. Struck him out. For out number 1. Perez goes down swinging. And now the DH, Mike Sweeney, comes up. 1 out, bases empty. I think Johnson's getting warmed up. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off, 0-1. T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. 0-1 pitch. Up high, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1.
2-1.
And now the 2-1 pitch. Pops it up. Out to left field. Ibanez goes over and makes the play for the out. 2 down for the Royals here on the top of the 5th. And now Bo Jackson, the left fielder, up next. And nobody catches Bo. The pitch by Johnson. Low and inside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Two outs, bases empty for Kansas City here in the top of the 5th. The 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And now the 2-1 pitch. Rips it foul. Count goes to 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Pops it up. Hernandez in center field comes running in and makes the play. At the end of 4.5, no score. Still no score. Here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Teoscar Hernandez, who's taken the place of Griffey tonight. This center fielder will lead things off. Here in the bottom of the 5th, no score. Well, make that Mariners 1, Royals nothing. Hernandez on the first pitch of the bottom of the 5th gets one out of here. And the Mariners take a 1-0 lead. Teoscar Hernandez. Let's watch this one again. This one left the yard in a hurry. Above the scoreboard. So the Mariners up 1-0 now. Here in the bottom of the 5th. The catcher, Dan Wilson, comes up. Nobody out, bases empty. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. So a solo shot by Hernandez, and Seattle's up 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch to Wilson. He went around 1-1. One ball, one strike, nobody out, bases empty. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. That's a shot into right field, but Jermaine Dye runs it down for out number 1. One down from the Mariners here in the bottom of the 5th. Kyle Seager, the third baseman, up next. One out, bases empty. The pitch by Donaldson in there for a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. And now the 0-2 pitch, outside, 1-2. The count's 1-2 to Seager. The 1-2 pitch. Rips it foul down the third base line. Count remains at 1-2 to Kyle Seager. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Popped it up. Jermaine Dye over in right comes over. And could not come down with it. Foul ball. Count remains at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2, full count. Full count to Seager. 3-2 pitch. High in the air, out to left field. Bo Jackson gets under it. Route number 2. Seager flies out to left. 2 down. And now Ichiro Suzuki comes up. 2 outs, bases empty. Mariners up 1-0. The pitch to Ichiro. Inside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. The 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Three balls and a strike with 2 outs. The pitch to Ichiro. He fouls it off. Full count at 3-2. 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the 5th. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out. However, the Mariners, off a solo shot by Hernandez, they take a 1-0 lead here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 6th here in Game 3, the deciding Game 3. Jermaine Dye, the right fielder, will lead things off for Kansas City. Randy Johnson still on the mound. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Johnson's only got 3 strikeouts. I do believe that's correct. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. Up high, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Dye at the plate, trying to get a leadoff walk. 3-0 pitch by Johnson. Rips it foul, 3-1. And now the 3-1 pitch. Jermaine Dye hits one into the night. See ya. And we got a tie ball game. A solo shot by Jermaine Dye, the right fielder. And we're tied up at 1 apiece here in game 3. He hit that one a ton. Let's watch that one again. That'll tie the game up. He got all of it. And now game 3 is tied at 1. Nobody out. Frank White, the second baseman, up next. Hernandez hit a solo shot home run in the bottom of the 5th. And then Jermaine Dye, a solo shot just now. The count to Frank White is 0-1. Nobody out, bases empty. In there for a strike, 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. 5 strikeouts for Johnson now. 1 down here in the top of the 6th. Bases empty. Shortstop, Jackie Robinson up next for Kansas City. And now the pitch to Robinson. In there for a strike, 0-1. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count 0-2 to Robinson. 1 out, bases empty. We're in the top of the 6th, tied at 1. And now the 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. The 1-2 pitch. High in the air, out to right field. Ichiro makes the play for out number 2. 2 down for the Royals. Here in the top of the 6th. And now Johnny Damon, the center fielder, will come up. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Johnson. Fouls it off, 0-1. Jimmy Jam with Corey in the house. 0-1 pitch. Right up the middle, a base hit. A 2-out single for Johnny Damon. Keeps the inning going here in the top of the 6th. Next up for Kansas City, it'll be Buck O'Neil, the first baseman. 2 outs, runner on first base. They throw to first, Damon back in time. 2 outs, runner on first base. The pitch by Johnson. High in the air, out to Ichiro in right, and he makes the play. At the end of 5.5, Jermaine Dye, a solo shot home run to tie the game up here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The second baseman, Brett Boone, will lead things off for the Mariners in a tie ball game. Donaldson's still on the mound. He pops it up. Coming over, the second baseman, Frank White, makes the play in shallow right field. 1 down. Brett Boone pops out to second base. And now Edgar Martinez, the DH, will come up next. 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch by Donaldson. Rips it foul. Count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1-1.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1.
2-1.
And now the 2-1 pitch. Rips it into left field. Bo Jackson going back on the warning track. Makes the play for out number 2. 2 down for Seattle. And now the left fielder up. Donaldson looks in.
Ball.
Outside, 1-0.
1-0.
This is empty. We're tied at 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch, down low, 2-0.
2-0.
And now the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. Two balls and a strike with 2 outs. 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-2. T-Mobile Park in Seattle. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swung at it, and that'll end the inning. He strikes out at the end of 6 complete. We're tied at 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 7th in a tie ball game here in Game 3. George Brett will lead things off, the third baseman for Kansas City. Randy Johnson still on the mound. Here's the pitch by Johnson. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. High in the air, but foul down the third base line. Count goes to 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Swung at it and struck out. 1 down. 6 strikeouts for Johnson. 1 down for the Royals here in the top of the 7th inning. Next up, the catcher, Salvador Perez. 1 out, bases empty. Pitches a ball, count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Popped it up. Dan Wilson, the catcher, goes back and makes the play for out number 2. Perez pops out to the catcher. 2 down for the Royals here in the 7th. And now the DH, Mike Sweeney, up. We're tied at 1 here in the top of the 7th. Sweeney at the plate. The pitch by Johnson. Down low, inside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. High in the air, out to right. Ichiro going back and makes the play. At the end of 6.5, we're tied at 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Alvin Davis, the first baseman, will lead things off for Seattle here in Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. Donaldson on the mound, outside 1-0. Chapman and Clark warming up in the Royal bullpen. Davis at the plate. Counts 1-0, the pitch. Out to right field, and Jermaine Dye makes the play for out number 1. Davis flies out to right. 1 down for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 7th. Shortstop, Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, will step up. The pitch, inside, 1-0. One 0 pitch, up high, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, bases empty. The 2-0 pitch, rips it into right field. Jermaine Dye making the play again, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. A-Rod flies out to right. And now Teoscar Hernandez, who hit a home run last time. The center fielder will come up. In there for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the 7th. And now the 0-1 pitch. A shot right to Frank White at second for the out. At the end of 7 complete, we're tied at 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Penn Murphy comes in for Seattle to pitch in the top of the 8th inning. In a tie ball game here in Game 3. The deciding Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. Bo Jackson, the left fielder, up next for Kansas City here in the top of the 8th. We're tied at 1. Outside, 1-0 to Jackson. Castillo warming up with the bullpen for Seattle. The count's 1-0 to Jackson. 1-0 pitch. A ground ball to Davis. He'll take it himself for out number 1. 1 down for the Royals here in the top of the 8th as Bo Jackson grounds out to first. Jermaine Dye, the right fielder, up next. 1 out, bases empty. Murphy on the hill in the place of Johnson. In their first strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. In their first strike, 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Inside or outside, 1-2 the count to Jermaine Dye. 1 out, bases empty. We're tied at 1. The 1-2 pitch up high, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Outside, full count, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 2. 2 down for Kansas City here in the top of the 8th. We're tied at 1. Now the second baseman, Frank White, will step up. 2 outs, bases empty. Inside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, bases empty. .20 pitch. In the dirt, 3-0. 2 outs, bases empty. here in the top of the 8th inning. Frank White with a 3-0 count. The pitch by Murphy. In there for a strike, 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. And Frank White draws the walk. 2 down, runner on first base. And now Jackie Robinson, the shortstop, will come up for Kansas City with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Frank White at first. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2 to Jackie Robinson. Murphy trying to get out of the inning. 0-2 count with 2 outs. 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. One-two pitch. A ground ball to A-Rod. He'll pick it up, throw to first for the out. At the end of 7.5, we're tied at 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Aroldis Chapman will come in to pitch for Kansas City here in the bottom of the 8th. We're tied at 1 here in Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. The deciding Game 3. And now Dan Wilson, the catcher, will lead things off for Seattle in a tie ball game. Chapman on the hill. The pitch. Outside, 1-0. Contreras and Clark warming up in the bullpen for Kansas City. The count's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Did he go around? Yes, he did. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. The 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Nobody out, nobody on here at the bottom of the 8th. Wilson, the catcher, at the plate. 2-1 pitch. He went around, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Rips it foul. Count remains at 2-2 to Dan Wilson. The winner of this series will go on to play the Red Sox in the division round. 2-2 pitch. Pops it up. Count remains at 2-2 to Dan Wilson. Aroldis Chapman on the hill. The pitch by Chapman. It's fouled off again by Wilson down the first base line. Wilson hanging in there. It's still 2-2. Two-two pitch. High in the air. Jermaine Dye in right field coming over, but it drifts foul. Count remains at 2-2 to Dan Wilson. And now the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out for out number 1. He swung at a bad pitch and he knows it. One down for the Mariners here at the bottom of the 8th inning. And the third baseman, Kyle Seager, up next. In there for a strike, 0-1. We're tied at 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Mariners looking for just 1 run to take it to the 9th. 1 out, bases empty. Seager at the plate. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and miss, strike 2. Count quickly, 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2 to Kyle Sager. One-two pitch. Struck him out for out number 2. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. And now Ichiro up next, the right fielder with 2 outs, bases empty. In a tie ball game. Outside, 1-0.
1-0.
One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Ichiro at the plate. The 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off down the line, drifting foul, out of play. Count goes to 1-1 to Ichiro. The 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. Ichiro hanging in there with a 1-2 count. The pitch by Chapman struck him out. At the end of 8 complete. No, we're tied at 1 here at Chapman Sports. We go to the top of the 9th inning here in Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. Johnny Damon, the center fielder, will lead things off for the Royals. Penn Murphy on the mound for Seattle. Up high, 1-0. We're tied at 1 in the 9th inning. Who's going to win the series here? Anybody's guess at this point. Counts 1-0 to Damon. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to drop. No, it's caught by Ibanez in left field. Robs Damon of a base hit. 1 down for the Royals here in the top of the 9th. Buck O'Neill, the first baseman, up next. 1 out, bases empty. Inside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Hit high in the air, but foul down the first base line. Count goes to 1-1 on Buck O'Neill. 1 out, bases empty. The 1-1 pitch by Murphy. Right back to Murphy. He'll throw to first for the out. O'Neill grounds out to the pitcher. 2 down for the Royals here in the top of the 9th. George Brett, the third baseman, up next. 2 outs, bases empty. Royals trying to get something going here in the 9th. The pitch to Brett. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch by Murphy. Inside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. We're in the top of the 9th. Tied at 1. American League Wildcard, Game 3. Brett fouls it off, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. Brett staying alive with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Remains 2-2 to Brett. George Brett. Easy for me to say. And now the 2-2 pitch. High in the air, out to Ibanez in left, and he makes the play. We go to the bottom of the ninth, tied at 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Taylor Clark will come in to pitch for the Royals here in the bottom of the ninth inning. We're tied at 1. The Mariners just need 1 run to win this game and win the series. Brett Boone, the second baseman, will lead things off. All the Mariners need is 1 run, and they will advance to play the Red Sox. The pitch by Clark. Down low, 1-0. Barlow warming up with the bullpen. It counts 1-0 to Boone. The 1-0 pitch. A ground ball to Buck O'Neill. Throws it to Clark, covering the bag. 1 down. Brett Boone grounds out to first. 1 out, bases empty. Edgar Martinez, the DH, up next. A home run ends the game and the series. The pitch by Clark. And that's going to be a base hit. A 1-out single for Martinez. The Mariners have a runner aboard. The winning run's at first base. And now Raul Ibanez, the left fielder, comes up next. Boone at first base. Down low, 1-0. One out, runner on first base. Ibanez at the plate. The pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. The Mariners just need 1 run. The 1-1 pitch. High in the air. And Damon comes over and makes the play for out number 2 in center field. 2 down. Well, we're going to go to extra innings. Unless Alvin Davis can hit one out of here. 2 outs, runner at first base for the Mariners. Here in the bottom of the ninth. We're tied at 1. Alvin Davis at the plate. The pitch. Up high, 1-0. This one's looking like extra innings. The 1-0 pitch. Davis flies out to right. Jermaine Dye going back on the warning track and makes the play. We have extra innings. We go to the 10th here at Jammin' Sports. Diego Castillo, the new pitcher for Seattle. As we go to the top of the 10th inning, we're tied at 1. Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. The deciding Game 3, and we're going to extra innings. Salvador Perez, the catcher, will lead things off for Kansas City. To face Castillo. The pitch. Up high, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. Up high, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. We're on the top of the 10th, tied at 1. Perez at the plate. 3-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 3-1. And now the 3-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Full count now at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. A foul ball down the third base line. Count remains at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Remains at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for the Royals here in the top of the 10th. And now Mike Sweeney, the DH, comes up next. Nobody out, runner on first base. The pitch. Inside, 1-0. 1-2 pitch, or 1-0 pitch. He went around, strike 1. Count goes to 1-1 to Mike Sweeney. Top of the 10th, nobody out, runner on first base. The 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first base. Two-two pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 1. 1 down here in the top of the 10th. Bo Jackson, the left fielder, up next for Kansas City. The pitch, there goes the runner. Fouled off. The runner will have to go back. Count goes to 0-1 on Bo Jackson with 1 out. Runner at first base. 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Bo Jackson. 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. We're in the top of the 10th. American League Wildcard, Game 3. The deciding game. We're tied at 1 in the 10th inning. 1 out, runner on first base. Jackson gets hit by the pitch. And now the Royals have runners at first and second with 1 out. Jermaine Dye, the right fielder, up next. Perez at second, Jackson at first. Royals trying to take the lead here in the 10th. The pitch by Castillo, inside, 1-0. We're at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. The deciding Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. It's a best of 3. We're in extra innings in the 10th, tied at 1. The 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 to Jermaine Dye. 1 out, runners at first and second. The 1-1 pitch by Castillo. He chased it, strike 2. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch to Jermaine Dye. Struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for the Royals here in the top of the 10th. High drama in Seattle. It's the deciding game. The winner takes on the Red Sox in the division series. Frank White, the second baseman, will come up now with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Diego Castillo on the mound for Seattle. Perez at second base. And that's a shot to Davis. He'll take it himself. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Tied at 1 here at Chapman Sports. Alex Rodriguez will lead things off in the bottom of the 10th for Seattle in a tie ball game. Taylor Clark on the mound for the Royals. The pitch to A-Rod in there for a strike, 0-1. Seattle just needs 1 run to win the series. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, nobody on. A-Rod at the plate. 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Count goes to 2-1. The pitch in there for a strike, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch by Clark. Outside, but he swung at it. Struck him out. 1 down for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 10th. And now the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez, will come up next. He hit a home run earlier in the game. A solo shot. 1 out, bases empty. In there for a strike on the upper corner. 0-1. He had a solo shot in the 5th. We're tied at 1 in the bottom of the 10th. 0-1 pitch. He went around, 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Hit high in the air. Jackson coming in left field and makes the play for out number 2. 2 down for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 10th. And now Dan Wilson, the catcher, comes up. He can end the game and the series with a home run right here. 2 outs, bases empty. Tied at 1 in the bottom of the 10th. The pitch by Clark. In there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Down the first base line, but foul. Count quickly, 0-2 to Dan Wilson. And now the 0-2 pitch. And that's hit sharply to right. Jermaine Dye comes in and makes the play. At the end of 10 complete. We're tied at 1. We go to the 11th here at Jammin' Sports. Matt Brash, the new pitcher for Seattle. Here in the top of the 11th inning, we're tied at 1. Game 3 of the American League Wildcard. Shortstop Jackie Robinson will lead things off for the Kansas City Royals. We've been tied at 1 for a while now, since the top of the 6th inning. Pops it up. Second baseman Brett Boone makes the play in shallow right. Robinson pops out to second, 1 down here in the top of the 11th inning. Johnny Damon, the center fielder, up next. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Brass. It's a ball. Count goes to 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. 1 out, bases empty here in the top of the 11th inning. 2-0 pitch. He went around, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Fouls it off, evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Remains at 2-2. And now the pitch by Brash. Popped up. Alvin Davis goes over. And that's going to fall out of play. Count goes to 2-2. 1 out, bases empty here in the top of the 11th. The pitch. Fouled off. Count remains at 2-2 to Johnny Damon. And now the 2-2 pitch. Inside, he went around, struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for the Royals. Buck O'Neill, the first baseman, comes up here in the top of the 11th inning. Brass on the hill. Here's the pitch by Brash. In there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. 0-2 to Buck O'Neill. And now the 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Brash on the hill. We're in the top of the 11th, tied at 1. The 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Down low, 3-2. Though he struck him out. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 11th, tied at 1, here at Jammin' Sports. Luis Contreras will pitch for the Royals here in the bottom of the 11th inning. We're tied at 1. The Mariners, they still just need 1 run to win the game and the series. Kyle Seager, the third baseman, will lead things off. We've been tied at 1 for a long time. We're in the bottom of the 11th inning. Contreras, his first pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. Count goes to 0-1 to Seager. Oh, 0-1 pitch. Fouled it off. Count quickly 0-2. A home run, that's all they need. They just need 1 run. 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2.
1-2.
We're in the bottom of the 11th inning. 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 down for the Mariners in the bottom of the 11th. And now Ichiro Suzuki will come up next, the right fielder. 1 out, bases empty. Tied at 1. The pitch. Fouls it off. Down the third base line, 0-1. The count's 0-1. The pitch. High in the air. Going back, Damon. Going back, it's out of here. The Mariners win the series. A solo shot home run by Ichiro Suzuki. Your final score, the Mariners 2, the Royals 1. The Mariners win the series 2-1 and will advance to the American League Division round against the Boston Red Sox. Let's watch the home run again by Ichiro over the center field fence to win the game and the series for the Mariners. Once again, your final score, Seattle 2, Kansas City 1. Seattle advances to the American League Division round. Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, an NFL doubleheader. We'll have the Ravens and the Falcons, followed by the Panthers and the Jaguars. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern here at Jammin' Sports. Y'all have a nice evening. Good night, everybody.